Hi friends, so in this video we are going to discuss about memory in computer system, right? Already we knows that there are different types of memories available in computer system, right? So first one is register, and second one is cache memory, and third one is main memory, and fourth one is secondary memory, as well as one more type also we have, that is called removable storage, right? Okay, so but if you think memory, so memory plays major role in computer system, right? Without memory you can't do any operation or data processing or data manipulation, all these things, right? So this is the first one you need to understand. So memory plays major role in computer system along with the processor and IO devices, right? So this is the first one. And here you can see it in the screen, there are four different registers available within the CPU, right? So register is the first type of memory that available inside the processor, right? So it's the smallest memory, right? Smallest storage. You can say it as 8-bit register, or 16-bit register, or 32-bit register, or 64-bit register. So register is the first memory type. It's available inside the processor, right? This is the second. And here you can see it in the screen, another one, that is a cache memory, right? So this cache memory usually will be added to the system to improve the data transfer time, right? So example, usually the data transfer time will take more time during the execution. So example, if the instruction requires the data, so data need to be taken from the memory, then it will come to the main memory, then it will come to the processor. This is the long way the data need to move, right? So for that, if you add this cache memory to your system, so this cache memory will placed between the processor and the main memory. So most recently used or frequently used data will be available in the cache memory. So in the later videos we will discuss very particular about this cache memory. Now here we can understand that cache memory is a type of memory. It will available inside the computer system. There are two different cache memories. One is L1 cache and L2 cache, or you can say it as an on-chip cache or off-chip cache. This on-chip cache will be available inside the processor. Then second one is an off-chip cache, right? Off-chip cache will be available in the motherboard, right? So but both the cache types will be available between the processor and main memory, right? This is the third one. And here you can see it in the screen, that is the fourth one, main memory, right? So main memory is another required one. Again here also it will provide you frequently used data. You can put it inside the main memory, right? So usually every time if the instruction is executed, the data is required, right? So the data will be taken from the main secondary memory to main memory, then main memory to processor it will come, right? But if you are taking the data from main memory to processor, it will take very less time to data movement, right? Or data transfer between main memory to processor. That's why we are using main memory. And same time you can compare this main memory and secondary memory. Secondary memory is a disk storage, right? And main memory is a solid state, right? It's a you can access the data very quickly. So that's why the most recently and frequently used data will be available in the main memory. So you can say it as a second level of cache, right? So again you can say it as a bigger cache, right? So usually the main memory may starts with a 1 GB, 2 GB, then 4 GB, then 8 GB, then 16 GB, like that, right? So this is another type of memory. Then here you can see it in the screen, that is a secondary memory. So usually whenever your program is feeding into the system, the program will be stored in the secondary memory, right? So from the secondary memory, whenever you are giving the command for execution, so the program will be moved from secondary memory to main memory, from the main memory to one by one, right? Instruction by instruction, it will move to the processor through cache memory, right? So this is the setup. You need to understand that different types of memories, right? So first one we have discussed about register, and second one we have discussed about cache memory, and third one we have discussed about main memory, and fourth one we have discussed about a secondary memory, right? Secondary memory usually it starts with 120 GB, 256 GB, then 1 TB, like that, right? So these are the memory types we have inside the system, right? So now how the data will be stored inside the memory, right? Usually you need to understand that your system can understand only zeros and ones, right? So whatever you are speaking, whatever you are giving as a file or a text file, audio file or video file, any kind of information, store it inside the system will be zeros and ones, right? So how to store or how to convert these data into a bits, right? So in the next slide, we are going to discuss about how we can store the data, then how we can retrieve the data, all these things, right? Okay.